Director.
Mike Flanagan, Russo brothers, Spielberg, Jon Favreau, Christopher Nolan, Matt Reeves, Jordan Peele, and Denis Villeneuve.
Well, the only movie I think we definitely know is definitely 100% happening in 2024, 2026. Shit.
I was going to say, this year's been a lie.
This year's been a lie. Nothing actually happened. There was no movie.
This is just 2023.5.
It's 2026 is The Crow featuring Jon Snow. Jon Crow, they call him. Big old pigeon shit.
Directed by Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau.
The biggest crow in the room.
Who else looks like a crow?
Christopher Nolan in the multiverse.
Christopher Nolan. Oh, it's just
Christopher Nolan.
It's Chris Nolan with big fucking wig on.
Big fucking fuck off wig on.
Oh, look, Mr. Sunday Movies. Guess the Joker film from the Savage Review. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, I mean...
That was 8 minutes ago.
Suicide Squad 2016.
Or it was 3 days ago, considering when you're listening to Nerd Bible Podcast. Hello, everyone.
Nice.
Welcome back, or for the first time, or the last time. Oh my god, we've killed them
Hopefully not the last. One by one, slowly.
One.
Bye.
It's like the reverse of Doctor Strange at the end of Endgame. You just look happy, and I just look like a really pervy cricket umpire. Out, wicket. However you play that game. Speaking of it, how'd you play that game? How are you, Connor? There's your week bin. I'm George. That's Connor.
Life is not a game, but I feel like I've been played like a fucking fool every day.
Oh, dearie me. That's not good.
Yeah, insert coin to continue. Yeah, I'm at that point.
Insert coin to continue. You know what? That is a fucking mood.
Yeah, no. But other than weird, entertaining movies and old retro seasons that I'm slowly getting my way through, I'm relatively okay.
That's good.
I'm relatively okay.
I am pleased to hear that.
Yeah,
my dear boy.
What about you?
Oh, I'm alive, man. I'm alive and awake.
alive and awake.
Yeah, look, the Spooker Lab. So you know the website we did when it was like name all the Doctor Who things?
Oh, so I thought you meant a technique thing like look, what we're recording on.
It's giving me a greeting. Cool. It says howdy. Yeah, like an American would say.
But I guess you can change the setting so it says Guten Tag, Bonjour. Insert Spanish word
I've
here.
Got a 2-day play streak, 3 days to next level. I don't know what
until you get next prestige.
But until we get next prestige, we are continuing this.
Call of Duty Sport.
Call of Duty Sport. I can't believe fucking Black Ops 6.
Yeah, I know.
Not to sound like an old man, but what the fuck's going on? Back in my day, it was Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1.
See? Yeah.
Do you know what's an underrated? Because sometimes we talk about video games.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Have a brief COD section.
Call of Duty World at War.
That was
deeply
my first
underappreciated.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Yeah.
It's the first one that I played more than 10 minutes of, and the last.
Oh, okay.
Well, do you know what? I played a bit of Advanced Warfare, but that was shit.
Oh, that was so far from advanced.
That was unadvanced. It was about the same time Destiny was out, so we all played Destiny together instead.
Uninspired. Yeah, but it wasn't my Destiny because I didn't play Destiny. I played
very
little of Destiny. More than 10 minutes.
Do you know what? Destiny was like a hate play.
Oh, a hate play?
Yeah, like I didn't enjoy it, but I played it, so I hated myself.
You hated yourself.
So, from what I remember of Destiny 1, which was then updated with the Taken King and all that extra bollocks. So it was Destiny, then 3 bits of DLC, and then the Taken King, which was kind of like the ultimate edition.
And it was a separate copy that you can get in the shops, and it had all of the DLC in it. Yes. It was a Game of the Year edition, if you like.
Basically, it was basically Super Deluxo plain
DLC included edition. Yeah.
But so I played everything up to before Taken King, and it was just fucking grinding and fucking killing fucking stuff in caves and trying to get engrams, encryptions.
Peter Dinklage's voiceover as well.
It was Peter Dinklage, and then I got Peter Dinklage
changed
to Nolan North, probably.
Oh.
Or Troy Baker. Let's hedge our bets. One of the two voices in games.
In modern games, yeah.
Is there a third voice in case we're wrong?
Female one. Tara Strong.
Yeah, there you go.
Tara Strong.
Between those three, it's one of them. Smash cut to it being none of those.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, when you had to get to level 26, and then you had to get the armor with light on it, so you had to upgrade the light, so then you would go higher than a level 26.
And brighter.
Yes.
You had to upgrade your light, and you get brighter. I'm assuming.
So it's basically like light shards or something. So it would be on like this is so fucking. I can't believe I'm trying to explain a game that
Destiny.
I haven't played for about 9 years.
Yeah.
Because I sunk like thousands of hours into it. Like you do, I would do raids. I wouldn't participate much in the raids. I'd just be there.
I'm here.
I'd need that one smart person who's like, okay, I've done this before. You go there. You go there. You go there. That's what I needed. So I was a soldier. I wasn't a commander.
You were like the pawn on the chessboard. Like a bishop would command you.
As Ian McKellen said in our favourite X-Men movie, X-Men 3, sometimes the pawns go fast. And then they all immediately die. You know that bit on Alcatraz Island? That's me. I'm the sticky guy under the water cooler. That's me. Then I fell off. But yeah, so everything would be like it would help you upgrade your level, and you have to be certain levels to play like either strikes
missions and stuff,
or raids or whatever.
Yeah.
And then to get any higher and have better defensive and offensive capabilities, because certain armors would work depending on what class you were, and with your weapons would make you more powerful. Yeah. Same with weapons, like you'd have to then get like same versions of like the armor, but then break it down to make light shards to upgrade your normal piece to then increase your light level. Then your light level would, instead of being a separate level, would basically just carry you on from level 26, so it would make you up to a 30 or 32 or whatever. Like I don't remember how far it went.
Yeah.
All I remember is I played like 2 of the raids. I was quite alright. It's one of the first games that I got like 900 gamer score in, and I was like, maybe I'm going to complete it. And then I was like, nah.
Did you even get Destiny 2? And is Destiny 2 still going?
I got Destiny 2 on Game Pass not long ago after I got my Series X. Because I saw it on there, I was like, maybe. And then I played like half an hour of it, and I was like, I am so far removed from this game.
Yeah.
I physically, I do not have as much time as my younger self. So
none of us have time as our younger selves. Yeah, no, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like if I had like a week off, maybe I could get to a certain level, but then I would also then have to play it every day after that to maintain it.
Yeah, of course.
Otherwise, it's fucking pointless, as you know.
Games with live service and like limited time events, like I'm talking WWE or like events on Call of Duty and stuff. It's all games like you just said. You have to keep on top of them, you have to keep getting limited time unlocks and stuff. And
like with any game now, like sometimes I go back to because
things behind paywalls and stuff.
Because like when we got on a streaming, it will be a thing. What the fuck?
Pay to toot apparently. Toot.
Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci?
It's the guy in the sky then. But he's parked there, so I don't know who he's honking at.
He's talking to the clouds.
Send me the sky!
Hello, I'm at Sky. Yeah.
Hello, Sky!
Where is my destiny? Bring me my destiny. Yeah,
but like, I've got so many games on like my back catalogue on my Xbox that I want to like clear through and like complete stories, but also like get achievements for that we'll get to. You know, that's going to be. 2025 is the year, man. We say it every year. This is the year.
Did you ever play any BioWare RPGs like Mass Effect? I'm playing through Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age series at the minute in preparation for Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Out in October.
Back in the day when it used to be a thing, RIP Games for Gold, I'm pretty sure I got one of the Mass Effects.
I feel like one of them was on it. Yeah. Probably Mass Effect 3.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Sounds right.
Yeah, sounds right. But you know it won't be on there because it doesn't exist anymore. Anything.
Nothing at all. Something that is on Game Pass.
Like, I've got Game Pass, but like I don't play it enough because like I've got Game Pass. But I got Game Pass when there was the option to pay for it for like 2 years at a time, and I should have fucking done that. Because then it would have been like, what, 230 quid, and then I wouldn't have had to fucking bother until now.
Well, the Black Ops 6 is on Game Pass. Yes. And so is Indiana Jones, and the insert
Indiana Jones
name
and the Great Circle of Masturbation.
Bethesda.
Oh, okay. maybe we got 2 different editions.
Great Circle of Masturbation, yeah.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm thinking of the parody, yeah.
What is that one meant to be about?
Hardison
the
Ford.
Last Crusade. The Hardison Ford.
Hard on Ford. That's what they call him. Yeah.
Wow.
I bet that guy still gets an erection. So. Harrison Ford. Write in. Is it still up?
No.
Not like right now.
But he can answer that in Captain America: Brave New World.
Dude smokes a lot of weed, and you know. Still films major, like you say, he's in Captain America, First World Order or whatever it is.
New World Order, yeah.
Whole New World, the Aladdin spin-off.
Brave New World, yeah, I think Brave New World.
How much would you pay to see Harrison Ford sing A Whole New World in Captain America?
As the president?
No, as Red
But
Hulk.
then he fucks up the vocals and he turns into Red Hulk.
No, as Red Hulk, but it's just Harrison Ford singing. But instead of it CGI, it's just they've painted Harrison Ford red.
They just painted him red.
Yeah. But like with actual paint. So then he gets paint poisoning, and then they have to clean him.
Paint poisoning.
Yeah. Ah, my pores are closing. So, because Disney own Lucasfilm, that's not a stretch. We know.
Apparently not Indiana Jones. As of 2 weeks ago, last week, whenever that was, when they delisted
But they all went straight on Amazon Prime.
They did, didn't they? Yeah.
Yes.
Class did.
Not the new one.
Yeah, the first 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, pre-Dial Destiny. Yeah, the good 4.
Ironically,
you might say the Fantastic 4.
These are your first steps, Ray. Because Lucasfilm are owned by Disney, is there like precedent for maybe that they get Mark Hamill and force him into a cameo for Captain America?
Who would he be? Who would you want him to be? If
Who would
Mark
I want
Hamill
him
could
to
just
be?
join anyone in Marvel, villain, hero, Stanley equivalent of a
He
cameo.
would. Do you know who I'd want him to be?
Himself, or what?
What's the thingy? Atom guy.
Atom Boy.
Yeah, Atom Bomb. Whatever his name is.
Oh,
A-Bomb.
Oh yeah,
A-Bomb.
A-Bomb?
Yes.
Like Rick Jones. A-Bomb.
Yeah, have him as
like
Rick
Hulk's
Jones.
friend.
Have him as Rick
So
Jones.
Mark Ruffalo's mate in the comics.
Well, Mark Ruffalo's what, in his 50s?
Yeah, Mark Hamill is relatively same. Might be older.
Well, he's in his 60s, 70s, maybe? Yeah. I'd say he's in his 70s, probably.
Marky Mark, they're best of friends.
Marky Mark Wahlberg? Fuck that. No. I don't want Marky Mark Wahlberg anywhere near the MCU.
Trio. That's the trio. Mark Ruffalo and Mark Wahlberg.
The 3 Marks.
Live on the air now.
No, do you know what?
They've all got to be different Hulks.
No, do you know what? I've come round to it. I want it now. I want Marky Mark Wahlberg as Grey Hulk.
Yeah, no, fix it.
And Mark Hamill as A-Bomb. Okay.
That's A-Bomb. 73. He's older.
Doesn't look it.
Yeah, damn. 73.
So A-Bomb could be like, you know how they made Isaiah Bradley relevant, and actually a character that people care about. Yeah. So maybe you age A-Bomb up, and he was like the government's attempt at this.
Yeah, sure.
Like while taking Banner's research, and that's why Banner hates men with moustaches.
And that's the theme. It's the moustache. And that's why Harrison had to shave it off.
And then you get Tom Grennan to cameo in it, so he can sing the Gillette song. When Anthony Mackie, on behalf of Mark Ruffalo, shaves off Harrison Ford's moustache, he sings the Gillette, a best a man can get.
What kind of Hulk could he be?
What, Tom Grennan?
yeah, like
clean shaven one.
Clean shaven Hulk. Yeah.
Which is ironic because he's quite a scraggly bearded man.
But yet he's telling you to shave it off. Yeah.
Yes, it's
ironic. No, he could be Maestro. He could be alternative old man evil Hulk from another future comic.
What, Tom Grennan?
Yeah, he could be Maestro.
He's quite a lot younger than most of them. But that's fine.
He just said he's a scruffy bearded one.
Well, no, he's got like he's a musician. He's a musician. He's got like curly hair and like scraggle face.
Yeah, so he could be pimped up Maestro. He could be.
And then this is how you get over that there's not been a Hulk movie. Here's all the Hulks. Yeah, exactly. So you get Maestro, Grey Hulk,
Red Hulk,
Grey Hulk played by Mark Wahlberg.
Joe Fix-It Hulk.
No, but because it's Maestro, so you have to make it a pseudo musical, but we'll not call it a musical because you don't fucking say a comic book movie's a musical. You
because musicals are so niche these days.
Musicals are so niche.
Too many.
They watch them if you're in the theatre. Yeah. Apparently, there's never been a musical film.
I mean, Taylor Swift Eras was about 50 years ago. Too late, if I say.
Fucking thank you. Next, you know what I mean? I don't have any more music jokes.
No, do I?
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
It's an obvious one.
Bye.
It's a lazy one.
Mark.
I would fucking pay to sing Mark Wahlberg as the Grey Hulk singing.
Bye.
No, what? No, I'm an inventor. I mean, I'm a Hulk. I'm a scientist.
I'm a fixer.
What do you mean? I'm a fixer. I don't know why I sound.
Alright, guys, I lied. My name's
don't
Joe.
know why I sound like I'm in some kind of 1950s spoof movie. Why do I sound like I'm a Scooby-Doo villain? Or sort of I'm morphing into Christopher Walken, maybe slowly. He's actually lives within me. Like the alien from Aliens. He bit me on my ass. And then a younger Christopher Walken will burst from the Marky Mark Wahlberg persona.
You mean Nolan? No, oh God.
Alright,
What have we done?
Christopher Nolan directs. You got. You can't sit down on my movie set. And then
Hulk
fucking
smashes.
Yeah,
Not allowed to sit.
Hulks don't sit on chairs, you imbeciles! Have you ever seen Hulk in IKEA, you cretin?
IKEA shit, I mean IMAX.
What? No. Well, I think we just found ourselves a Transformer. I mean an Avenger.
Jesus Christ.
I rewatched Age of Extinction. It's so shit.
Age of Extinction. You felt extinct.
What? No. I think we just found ourselves a Transformer. And then that weird bit was like, let's stop and sell you why underage sex is good. And it's like, oh no, Michael Bay. This wasn't good 10 years ago, and it's certainly not now.
No.
Oh my god. No, Michael Bay directs it, fuck it. Michael Bay and Christopher Nolan. But it's a film
the ultimate collaboration.
But it's a film of two halves. So we let all the clever exposition stuff get done by Michael Bay. And then Chris Nolan does all the action explodey stuff at the end.
Oh.
And then Hulk, because there was a thing that Hulkling had been, or one of the other Hulk kids or offspring had been cast for something.
As cast? Hulkling's kids? Hulk kids?
There was like, because you got Scar, that was
Yes.
like, hey look, this is my
Scar.
kid Scar.
And I've got no hair.
Yeah.
That one, yes.
But then there was rumoured another like Hulk offspring or something had been like cast.
So Scar is Hulk's son. Hulkling, what is he? Just
Cousin, maybe?
he's patterned on the Hulk. So he's not anything to do, but he's basically like
So he's a
clone
walking
of the Hulk.
copyright.
Yeah, he's a walking copyright. Yeah. He's originally meant to be a female character.
Maybe it was for like an Avengers, like young Avengers thing.
Yeah, definitely, but I'm just trying to
2013
read
years,
where it all came from.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Yeah. Who is he? Who is he? Right, single mother.
You could play him.
What? Yeah, sure.
You could play him.
Flatten my hair.
Yeah, he's got very flat hair compared to you.
Yeah, no. But
Plus, you're old and wizened now.
yeah, I'm not like that.
You'd be midway through the film talking to the audience going, this isn't actually how the origin goes.
Absolutely not.
May I just say, Todd...
I'm Christopher Nolan. Oh, sorry, I mean...
You morph into Christopher Nolan bit you on the arse, and a Christopher Nolan is coming forward.
Except this time, maybe I liked it.
Oh, brilliant, Connor. This is amazing.
No,
yeah, there was something... I think maybe I didn't screenshot it, because I've cleared through loads of stuff on my phone, just because I'm like, stop taking up all this fucking room. You...
it's bugging me. Where the fuck does Hulkling come from? And Wiccan is
when a mommy Hulk and a daddy Hulk love each other very much, they decide to...
Yeah. Oh. Well.
I've someone who should be cast as a Hulk.
Someone
because
should be a Hulk.
Similar age to Mark Ruffalo.
Like Baby Hulk?
No. Similar age to Mark Ruffalo, but it would be stupid.
Right. Who?
Mike Myers.
Oh, good God.
Then he could do whatever voice he wants. Austin Powers, Shrek, don't mind.
What are you doing in my...
Do I make you hulky, baby? Do I? I've lost my Hulk, Joe.
Hulk smash.
Yeah, 60. Yeah, he could be. And he's Canadian. Wolverine.
Oh no. Wolverine
Can you point me into the
Hulky,
direction
baby.
of the X-Men, bub?
Yeah, he could be fucking
Skinked.
Department H, yeah,
Sninked.
pre-X-Men Wolverine. Yeah.
It's the same way I wish that Danny DeVito had played the life-size Wolverine.
Oh, he should have been. He really should have been.
Would have been really funny. And I'm surprised that Daniel Radcliffe wasn't Patch, but also I don't care.
It wasn't patched. What is it? He was glitched.
No, but as in he didn't play
like,
Patch because it was like
yeah,
Daniel
course,
Radcliffe's
yes,
gonna
yes,
play
yes.
Patch, and then it wasn't. It was
Yeah.
just it should have been Daniel Craig because he was gonna be Boar or whatever, one of the fucking Hulk brothers, Thor brothers. That's the one. Hulk brothers. Everyone's a Hulk in this universe.
Hulk brothers.
Or like everyone said, he should have just been Doctor Doom because that would have been cool. Yeah, it would have been. It would have been. Do you know what? It would have been nice to have him go up against Pedro Pascal,
Doom
but
Paul.
we'll never fucking see it because he's the official Doom, and I have. Oh, just. In positive news, Tom Holland is starting his alcohol-free beer company called Beero. It's like a zero but with a B, and it sounds like beer, but it's not.
Cool,
Did you ever watch? So I don't remember what podcasting he was doing an interview for. He was talking about when he started like developing an alcohol problem. I think it was like around like the COVID.
Tom Holland or Hardy? So
Tom Holland.
Oh, Holland. Bloody hell, Peter Parker with alcohol.
Peter Porker, yes.
Peter Porker.
That's why I started beer. Hello, I'm Tom Holland, and I started my company because I'm good. But everyone's moaning about it for some reason.
Mr. Mrs. McConaughey.
Mr. McConaughey.
Mr. McConaughey.
All right.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey and Minerva McGonagall had a baby. That's what you sound like.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what you sound like.
All right. Rest in peace, Dame Maggie. So I think it was like it was a COVID-centric Christmas, I believe.
Right.
So it could have been anywhere from like 2020 to like 2022, sort of. So like around then, I think, because it was a little while ago, but not like
yesterday.
It wasn't yesterday, and it wasn't 10 years ago.
Yesterday implying a very long time, though.
So it wasn't yesterday, and it wasn't 10 years ago. So any time between then, that's when it was.
That's when it was. Yeah.
He talks about how like over Christmas, then I had like really boozy Christmas and stuff, and so he'd already decided to do dry January.
Right. Yes.
And then talks about how like all he found himself doing was thinking about like having a drink, and like when's it going to be 12 o'clock? Like when's it acceptable to have a drink? And, like sort of like getting sort of weird and anxious about it, and having a lot of problems with like being social with people because he felt like he always had to be drunk or have a drink. Yeah. So he went from like just doing dry January. He was like, I'll do January and February, and then after that he was still feeling like quite shit. And so then he was like, I'll give it till my birthday, which is like the beginning of June or something like that. And so he said like around like if I can do around 6 months, then I can prove to myself that I don't have an alcohol problem. And then he said like, and then from then on until like his birthday was some of the best he'd ever felt. He was sleeping a lot better, he was eating a lot better, he was a lot more social because he'd completely cut alcohol out, and I believe ever since then has not touched it. And that's well, I don't know if his brothers were involved, because I know they do like the Brothers Trust, they've got a lot of stuff they do together in terms of like charity and things, so I don't know whether his brothers were involved in the creation of this, because his brother Sam is a chef, so I don't know if like
season 4 anyone?
I don't know.
Chef?
I'd pay for it. If you watch his TikToks, he's very good. Very good stuff.
But he wasn't the brother that was in the No Way Home.
No, that's Harry.
Harry Holland.
Yeah, Harry Holland, who's a sort of producer thing. He's more of a behind the camera kind of guy. So
fair enough. Harry Holland.
Yeah.
Future.
And then there's Paddy, which is the youngest one. I only know this because my sister like told me this loads like years ago. But so he's launching his alcohol free, and everyone's like found pretty negative towards it, but a lot of people said like if you've not seen the interview, like why he's done this, it's because of his own personal things. But also alcohol free beverages exist because there's recovering alcoholics or people that are allergic to alcohol or things like that. They still want to be able to drink in those situations, but not like it's not about getting drunk, it's just about being sort of, you feel more part of it, don't you? Because if you're not drinking, you sort of feel a bit sort of like secluded, whereas
automatically
so that's a good thing. That
fair play.
Well done, Tom Holland. I know you're listening. Yeah, thanks, boys. I'll send you over a free case of beer.
Here's a prop of my new Spider-Man 4 suit.
Yeah.
With the King.
Good guy, yeah.
Question mark.
Have you watched Zendaya in Challengers? It's now on Prime and it's included. I have watched that. That's on the list because you said like, have you watched anything that sort of broke into the top 10, I believe. But I'm a massive tennis nut anyway, so I'll talk about that more in a sec. But yeah, Daniel Craig as, what was I saying? Daniel Craig as someone.
Not Hulkling.
No, he should have been
Patch. Mr. Patch.
Daniel Craig should have been Patch. Or, really left field, Pierce Brosnan, because they was all in that picture together, like where everyone thought Pierce Brosnan was going to be Cable.
But he
before
Deadpool
Deadpool 2.
He would have been.
Cable. He's really like, you know what? So, Amazon Prime tangent. It was recently James Bond Day, and as the overlord of MGM, Amazon own James Bond. They do that thing they do once a year where they put all the James Bonds back on Amazon Prime, included. I love that there's still the freebie section, which is Amazon Prime of adverts, when the whole of Amazon Prime is adverts now. So you might as well get rid of freebie and just have it as just Prime. You fucking idiots. Streaming service to death, everyone. It's an episode of Big Damn Cast from like 6 years ago, and it's coming true. We are getting killed and bled dry by the streaming services.
Yeah, by the market.
But I've been watching them, but in a sort of weird order. So I watched like No Time to Die, Casino Royale, Spectre, Quantum, Skyfall.
Oh, that's a very old order.
And then I'm sort of going backwards because I was like, I'm in the mood for Die Another Day. And now I'm watching World Is Not Enough. And then maybe I'll just regress and go backwards until Dr. No.
And end with Dr. No.
Yeah. I'm ending with the first one when I'm young and in the 60s and having a group of a woman was okay.
End with Goldfinger.
I did wish, do you know what? It was Calvin Dyson's birthday yesterday. and I forgot, and I wished him happy birthday today, and he liked it.
Happy belated.
Because as we know, me and Calvin Dyson are firm Twitter friends. We need to get him on.
Ex-friends.
We'll have to get him on for a... That sounds like a superhero team. Ex-friends.
Ex-friends.
X-Force.
Yeah.
We'll have to get him on for a James Bond thing, because we haven't we need to finish our rebondage, but I want to make it like a separate sort of actual thing. If you had to list 3 James Bond films to show someone that maybe doesn't like James Bond...
I mean, why No Time to Die? I mean, initially, if you didn't see it...
Start off with the one when he dies.
Yeah, spoilers.
Watch this one. He blows up.
He blows up. No, Goldfinger, Casino Royale.
Oh, I love it.
And maybe Man with the Golden Gun, because it's just cheesy fun.
Oh, dear. I mean, cheesy fun, but also Roger Moore beats a woman.
And Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee having 3 nipples, one of the best villains. Do you know what it is? It's weird that you'd sort of have like a strong start a lot of the times for Bond, sort of a second entry that wasn't well received, and then the third one would kind of rewrite it. I feel really sorry for Timothy Dalton, because I love the Timothy Dalton stuff.
Even Spy Who Loved Me, even I'd go.
Yeah, Spy Who Loved Me, the third one, which is like that's him going. I think that's one of the quintessential. If there's a Mount Rushmore of Bond films, it's like Goldfinger.
Spy Who Loved Me.
Spy Who Loved Me, GoldenEye, and Casino Royale. No.
If you're looking
by default, instead of Casino Royale, Skyfall, because it's one that's transcended the genre, and people that aren't Bond fans watch Skyfall.
But a movie that completely added to the canon, but then completely forgot about because it's Mr. George Lazenby on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
I love it. Yeah,
honest favourite.
Because of the Daniel Craig era and the darkness of Bond. I think it sort of softened the blow of the more serious takes, like your Lazenby's, because I think On Her Majesty's, in terms of like book to thing adaptation, like as much as you can say George Lazenby is wooden, he's teamed with Diana Rigg, she's fantastic. Them two together are some of the most electric stuff. It's more poignant now because like all the Time in the World song is recently used at a funeral, so like that's more sort of a more personal connection for me, family wise, for that now. So it's like. Because I've always liked that film, and I like the Dalton stuff, and I think because of Craig, it's sort of those more real interpretations have been more like, they're not as bad as
people make them out of it.
Yeah. Because it seems to go through, because I've watched a lot of Calvin Dyson, where Bond's back on, like I watch a few of his videos here and there as well, while I'm dipping in and out between like one of his videos and one of the films. It's like, there is sort of, what the fuck am I trying to say? There there is the sort of like the milk chocolate, dark chocolate argument that you kind of go through your Bonds, and it's sort of like the more fun, camaraderie, silliness, and then the silliness gets more progressive throughout their tenure, culminates, ends, and then you bring it back to its roots, and sort of then you're like, we'll go for a more darker flavour, and it kind of has facilitated, like there's more of an acceptance of Dalton and stuff like that because of how much more real and dark and emotional the Craig era got.
Yeah. For sure.
I mean, I'm technically the Brosnan era, because I was born a year after GoldenEye.
I only started watching Bond around Skyfall was my first Bond movie. 2012, that was my first Bond movie. Was
it the first one you saw in the cinema as well?
Yes. So I'm a Craig boy.
Like Craig's the one I grew up with, because obviously I was 10 when Casino Royale came out, so I didn't get to see it in the cinema. 2006,
7 and 8, like I discussed previously, I remember in the cinema like posters of Spider-Man 3, The Dark Knight, and then Casino Royale's poster.
I remember those vividly
100% in my childhood, and I always wondered, what are these?
What's a casino?
What is a casino?
Mummy, what's a casino?
Well, who is that man?
You will not be gambling, son.
I always remember those 3 images in my head vividly.
At the same time, like calling to you.
Round about the same
like
time.
spirit guides, like Paul McGann.
6, 7 and 8, ironically.
So like I don't think I saw that one in the cinema, but it's one of the first Blu-rays like that was ever released, and it's one of the first ones I had. I think I had that, Dark Knight, and
I remember the Xbox 360 game on the shelf as well, wondering what is that.
Yeah, because Quantum of Solace had like the Casino Royale and
it was kind of like a mesh of those
good
games,
stuff. Yeah. But I think the first one I saw at the cinema was Quantum. And then I would always see them with my granddad. We saw No Time to Die together as well. That's always a thing. I'd never even for the 60th I didn't get wasn't able to go back and see because they put all of them back in, all the Brosnan ones done badly. That's what I was trying to think of. That always it's the default best Bond is always kind of like Connery, like the original one, or like Moore. And then
Connery Moore get all the love.
And then the second one, best one, is always whoever's the current Bond.
Yeah,
and then the Bond before the current Bond always gets sort of scrutiny and derided over, and then midway through the next 10 years Bond, so like midway through the next Bond, Craig will be a bit more scrutinised, and then Brosnan will get more of a resurgence of love, because like it's a whole thing of he's too cheesy. Like they all kind of specialise in one thing apart from Brosnan. He's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. He's not, overtly funny, quippy, one-linery, emotional, hardcore action.
I suppose is he the most well balanced? Is he the most well balanced in terms of not being a snob, not being a bit of a prude?
Not being a snob, not being a knob. Snob or knob, that's only
Mr. Badass. That's my name. That's my code name.
But I love, because my mum's favourite Bond is Brosnan for many obvious reasons, just because she fancies him. But so I remember seeing like posters up for like Die Another Day. I didn't obviously get to see him in the cinema. I wish I had. If there's any more re-releases of stuff, as we've proved, like, we'll go and see Bond. Fuck it.
No, for sure. No, I'd love to see Bond at the cinema. I say this year I've gone through a classic movie resurgence. As soon as any of the old Bonds are on there, then yeah, I would see. There would be ones I'd rather see than others. Don't get me wrong, but I would love any of the Craig ones. Sure, I've done 3 out of the 5. Like I might as well. If Casino and Quantum were ever on in the cinema in reruns in many years to come, I'd be there.
Yeah, it's just a shame we missed out 2 years ago, because it was like all of them, so we could have legitimately seen all 25. Probably not all, all within the allotted time.
Were they all on at Cineworld, like back to back to back?
I think it was like there might have been select ones at Cineworld, but there was a lot of stuff like with the BFI and things like that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The ones that came towards the bottom was the majority was the Brosnan era. In terms of ones that people saw in the re-release, apart from GoldenEye's obviously near the top, but other than that,
GoldenEye, Goldfinger, anything with the word gold in it is brilliant.
Well, GoldenEye is like the reinvention after a certain time of like, can Bond still work after the Cold War? And he did. And do you know what? I
like Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow Never Dies has grown on me a lot more. World Is Not Enough is one of the ones that sticks in my head, because Bond films are always like, there's a je ne sais quoi of, they're always on like ITV4 or ITV3 or ITV2, or very very sparsely. It's more like the later ones, but then ITV1 like sort of like Sundays or Saturdays, like certain points in the year, like with the Harry Potter films, and they'll replay them like one a week. You get that with the odd Bond film, more the recent ones.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot more, like, at the times when it's on ITV3 or 4, it will have gone through all of them at some point, and like over like certain nights or weeks. But like I remember, like, Tomorrow Never Dies, World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day, watching through those like at various points. Like I own one of the first times they were re-releasing Bond on Blu-ray, and it was the 6 movie pack. It was Dr. No, From Russia with Love, Thunderball.
Was it not
For Your Eyes Only, and something else, and then another. There was 3 Sean, 2 Roger, and Die Another Day.
Yeah, I can't remember what the other.
Yeah. But now I own all the Brosnan ones on Blu-ray. I've got the 4K versions of the Craig ones. I need to go back and get.
I've got the ones
License Daylights and all that, because my granddad's got the Bond 50 one, like the gold one that was all the films, and then it had the slot at the back for Skyfall. And then when he bought Skyfall, he put it in there. But then they sort of went for a point where after that they released it with a space for Spectre as well, and then they released it with just Spectre in it and no space. And as far as I know, there's not
anything deluxe after that. No. I've just got a standard 1-24 Blu-ray of
the old
ones.
The white one with all the
with all those, and then I bought No Time to Die separately.
Yeah.
And then I can get the Craig on 4K, but it's not like a must buy because I've got them in that other set. I'd be double dipping. But.
I mean, I only had. I did have them all on Blu-ray. I was just like I'd bought No Time to Die on 4K, and then like they were on like a 2 for 30 or 2 for 25 in HMV. So I'd ended up getting them for Christmas, like the Craig ones. So all in all, playing like 50 quid and having all 4 of them.
I like individually, like the 4 individual releases.
Yeah. Let me go get them.
I'll
go get them for you. I mean, they're not the best artwork. Because Zavi have done. there's a good not to keep talking about it, but Calvin Dyson does a good video about the steelbooks and the different inconsistencies, like different times of the year that they would do some, and they were like based on the credit titles, opening titles, and then they did them for like a load of like 8 or 9 of them, but they don't all match up because I don't think there's a Goldfinger one. Anyway, I mean, 2 seconds.
Guys, leave it in the comments below. What is your favourite Bond? Who is your favourite Bond? And why has James Bond not been recast yet? And I suppose another question, I mean, we keep saying it, time upon time every few episodes. But how would you feel if roles were reversed and gender flips happened? How would you feel about a Janet Bond? Or what was that voice in the background?
So all the 4K or even no, just make Nomi a regular character.
Exactly. Give her
like
a series already.
So it's just him from each thing. And as far as I know, there's the carryover, but it's just in normal Blu-ray definition of the extras from the corresponding ones. I still not opened them, so that just proves it, didn't it? Oh look, it's Spectre. What a piece of shit. Anywho, but no, don't do Janet Bond.
Janet Bond.
Because as we said, remember that one that did quite well, one of our episodes where it was like, just, right female characters.
Originally.
Gender flip on. Because you know what, yeah? So, why Lashana Lynch got all that fucking hate, just because it's like, oh, a black woman can't be 007, but it's like, I think that was well done. I think she was then sort of more underutilised than anything in the final thing of No Time to Die. Have Nomi then be a regular character, because now Amazon own them, you could do a series, like have her go off and do her own series.
Why hasn't this not been talked about?
She could then be a mainstay of the Bond franchise, and then eventually be recast in 7-8 years time, have someone else play her, then it's like you get Bond, you get Nomi, you get Q, you get M, you get Moneypenny, you get Felix, all these people that can...
Unless, you know how we get around this, Sony have obviously failed with their Spider-Man universe, but how about we get the Spudgem universe, the Sony Pictures James Bond. Spudgem, yeah. We get the Sony Pictures universe of James Bond characters.
Up my budgem.
Spudgem. No, we get a Sony universe where they incorporate the James Bond likeness and characters, but we don't have a James in them.
There's no James.
But we get Moneypenny, we get Q, we get M. M can stand for anything at this point. We get all the other characters.
Names, isn't it? It's
Miles.
Miles. Whatever Admiral Hargreaves' first name is, Olivia Mansfield, Gareth Mallory.
Yeah, well known.
Well known.
M4.
Well known. M4. Yeah, the M4 up that road.
MI4.
So
movies in the Sony universe of James Bond characters, and then we don't have a James Bond in it.
Yeah.
How about that?
All the villains. Something to do with James Bond, I think.
Something to do with Blofeld, I think.
There it is. Who would play Blofeld in your
Michael Keaton.
I don't hate that.
I don't. And I said it's a joke, but I kind of hate it. I
kind of hate it.
I can't stand it. God damn it. I hate my own ideas.
But you know what I don't hate?
Yeah.
Zendaya in Challengers. I'm a tennis nut. Not like a nut. Like I've been into it a lot of my life.
He's had nuts at Wimbledon. That's what it means.
I've eaten someone's nuts.
I've hacked and nuts. God, keep it.
God, I wish I'd been to Wimbledon. I mean, I'm in the ballot. Fingers crossed. We'll find out if I get any tickets. But like, I've been a sort of, a pseudo like tennis fan like a lot of my younger life, just because it was kind of one of them things. It was like, let's watch a British man not win Wimbledon, and then it happened, and then it happened again in 2016. But like. That sort of era, like I'm a Big 3 era kid, so like, well, Big 4 because, as much as you don't like to, include him, Andy Murray was part of that amazing generation of tennis. Rafa Nadal has since announced his retirement, so he's retired, Murray's retired, Federer's been retired for a couple of years, just leaves Novak Djokovic, just leaves him. But yeah, I think the tennis stuff was done really, because then after this film, Zendaya did like a advertising thing with Federer.
Did she?
Yeah, where like they sort of like had a sort of knock around on a court, and it's like that's pretty cool that like the world, the real world tennis superstar with this movie tennis superstar in Zendaya. And it was strange because it was like she's this power hungry person because she never got to fulfill her career because her knee injury, completely ruined her playing career. So now she's she is the coach of her husband, who is what's his name?
Either Josh O'Connor or Mike Faust.
Donaldson. So she picked the weakest one that she could like Josh O'Connor, because I think Josh O'Connor's good in this as well as Patrick Zweig, who he was previously Prince Charles in The Crown.
I think he was
in seasons 3 and 4.
Survey says, ding. Yeah, you're right.
There you go. Thank you. So he like, oh, you just want someone that's a lapdog that you can push around and like you can tell them what to do and they'll do it, and that's why she went for the other one. It's like, and it's because in the adverts it was like she's just sleeping with two different men
in the same room at the same time.
At the same time, it's a zany comedy where Zendaya fucks tennis players. But no, it's actually, and some of the way the tennis is shot is interesting than just shooting a tennis match.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think the story's okay. I think it flowed quite well. Has it broken into my top 10? You'll find out in not long because it's October. So, but no, I really did enjoy that.
And I feel like I need to watch it. I feel like it was so long ago. I think it was April. It got in theatrical release. I feel like it was so long ago. Yeah.
And fair play to Amazon. That's the thing I love. That a lot of the films that I've managed to miss in the cinema, I have then seen either through renting it on Amazon because I watched
Imaginary Fiends,
and the Garfield movie. That was a while ago. We did like a stay-at-home cinema day for the kids.
Yeah,
and then
nice.
So I got the OD.
Where's my invite?
Next time I'll do it. Next time I'll invite you. And it was like, so we had the Odeon like I was gonna put trailers on, but I couldn't queue it up on my phone to then switch it to the movie. Otherwise, I would have done it properly. Next time I will. But like we got them like a little popcorn bucket each and things like that. So that was quite. And we watched the Garfield movie and that was okay. But I like when it's something like that. It's like, oh fuck, that's on Challenges on Prime. I did want to see that in the cinema. Didn't get time, literally, because we were away at the weekend. So like on the iPad, I just like loaded it up while I was in bed, and I was like, just gonna sit here and watch a bit of this. Maybe I'll fall asleep. But I stayed up for the whole thing, and I was like, this film is mental.
It is mental.
Like the weird fucking three-way kiss, and then she just leaves it, and she's like, I've just got total control of these guys, so that's why they're
a man.
Yeah. They're kissing each other because they want to shag me that much, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it shows how evil. No, I can't say that. Sexist, but no, it shows from a certain point of view how evil people can be.
It does.
It's like,
but no, it was well done, and
it was a cool movie.
It was the ending's a bit strange, like in terms of the fact that like they fall on each other and hug. And then everyone cheers, and then it's like, but then we never find out who wins the match. But then obviously that's not the point.
That's not the point. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's about them reconcililing their friendship and seeing each other's penises a lot for some fucking reason.
For a girl, nonetheless.
Yeah.
For a girl.
But no, Zendaya was quite good.
No, it was good. It was definitely different for her, getting out the Spider-Man shadow.
Yeah, and
the Disney Channel
and into the Prince Charles penis.
Into royalty, movie royalty.
Television movie royalty. See
where she goes from here.
So, have you watched anything new that isn't Joker 2?
It's funny enough you mentioned a clown.
Look, I thought we talk about Bond and you've got the...
I mean, I've had that background for ages. Just because I liked the background.
Since Spectre?
No, not that long. Probably it was after No Time to Die, you know.
GoldenEye?
No Time to Die?
Oh.
Yeah, I see what you do.
Since Die Another Day?
Terrifier. The real clown Prince of Crime.
Is that the third one?
This is number 3, indeed.
I thought there was only 2.
Well, a fortnight ago, I saw 1 and 2 in the cinema because they were basically banned in the UK because of how violent they were. And
what the hell?
They were fucked.
Yeah. So what, was there like a triple bill that you went to see?
Well, it was a double bill 2 weeks ago for 1 and 2.
Okay.
And in this number 3, I don't know how they got the all clear for this one because again, some of the shit they get away with this one. Oh my god. Well, Terrifier 3 anyway had a worldwide release last Friday, and then went to see it like last Saturday, and I enjoy it from a slasher point of view. If blood and guts don't bother you, you'll have a good time with it. But the amount of people have walked out of it because of what happens and how excessive and disgustingly authentic the like makeup effects and blood looks.
Yeah,
it is quite impressive, but also quite fucked up across the whole trilogy. Like, there isn't anything... If you like 1 and 2, you're going to walk out of this one quite happily entertained, but you question yourself morally and think, why am I enjoying this?
So like what is the basic plot of the Terrifying movies?
Evil, terrifying clown is back from the undead... Well, I mean, he's a supernatural fiend, kind of. He's not Pennywise, he's not a dancing clown. He's a clown with no words. He doesn't talk. He's more of a mime. But essentially he's an undead clown that stalks the fuck out of people and then finds ways to torture and butcher them. Except in this one, the backstory of this movie, he just wants to meet Santa Claus. Because this is like a Christmas horror movie.
What the fuck?
So Santa Claus is in this movie and he basically wants to be Santa. So the whole movie, like across the trilogy, he interacts with other people, but doesn't say any words, and he sort of just doesn't befriend anyone. Rather, people just make fun of him and how fake his costume looks, and people get violent to him, and he don't like getting fucking hassled, and he ends up butchering them. But this one, oh my god, he's the nicest person to Santa Claus. He just wants to be old jolly old Saint Nick. He wants an autograph. He wants a selfie. He gets him a pint of beer at a bar. Like, it's really quite groundbreaking stuff. Like, a clown who's known to butcher people just wants to have a drink with Santa Claus, as you do. But to the point of then becoming him, whether he likes it or not. No, it is essentially about him becoming Santa Claus. But this is a Christmas slasher. This is more of a follow-on from Terrifier 2. A lot of those characters do carry over into this one, whereas you can just kind of watch Terrifier 1 on the side and appreciate that movie in its own right. But so if you were to see Terrifier 3, I'd strongly urge people to watch number 2, because it's kind of like a movie of two halves almost. But this one ends kind of on a cliffhanger, and the fourth one had already been written and announced before Terrifier 3's release. So I'm quite buzzed for Terrifier 4. It doesn't have it isn't
Terrafora.
It isn't showing any signs of slowing down.
Terra Firma.
Terra Firma Fire.
Would you recommend it?
I mean, it depends how good you are with blood and guts. And kills.
Poo? Oh.
And maybe. Well, in the first one, there's a poo scene that's quite disgusting.
Oh, really?
You joke about poo, but there's a good scene with poo in it.
I do joke about poo. That is my thing. Yeah. I'm the poo man.
We know Winnie the Pooh, though, but there's a good scene with poo.
Oh, do you know what? I still haven't seen them fucking Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Neither have I. No. They're meant to be terrible. But I don't know. Yet.
Maybe that's a stretch goal for the Patreon.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Winnie the Pooh me. Pooh me, honey.
What was it? Winnie the Pooh, and there was another character that got done. Like Bambi. Was it Bambi?
Bambi, I shot my own mother. That's what it's probably called.
I shot my own mother. Yeah, Bambi, and I swear there was another third, like Peter Pan or something. I feel like Return to Neverland. But a horror version of Neverland was a thing. Return to Horrorland, I don't know.
Return to Narnia.
One thing I did not to cut you off, I did catch up on 2 weeks ago, because although the last 2 weeks I hadn't been keeping up, was Mrs. Agatha and her journey all along. And without confirming things or spoiling things, gee, I wonder who Teen is.
It's Billy, isn't it?
You look an awful lot like your mother. Your mother, who gets talked about and hinted at every fucking week, is still a thing.
Yay.
And there may have been a poster or two that has leaked since the episode. It's kind of like
Agatha. Has Elizabeth Olsen been in it yet?
No.
Is she going to be?
I'd be fucking shocked if they didn't put her in at this point.
Would you be surprised though? Because I wouldn't.
I mean, look how WandaVision went. No. No. I would like her to be in it. She's the talk of the whole fucking show.
She's the talk of the town at the talkies.
Oh, down the witch's road. Down the witch's
road. Get my bitches on the witch's road.
More or less.
Is that what it is?
Multiple bitches going down a road.
Multiple bitches down multiple witches.
The Wizard of Oz road. Connor Yellow Brick Roady, except it isn't.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, it's enjoyable.
Do you know what?
But yeah.
I will catch up on Agatha all along.
So in 3 weeks. It's in 3 weeks.
So shall we? Is that Halloween?
It ends on the 30th, yeah. It's a double bill on the 30th.
Shall we, for Halloween,
talk
about Agatha all along in depth?
Might as well.
Yeah.
We might as well.
Because I've not watched any of it.
It might work better as a binge for you. I don't know.
Do you know what it was? I'm just less excited about it as time went on, because it's a show that we wanted 3 years ago.
Yeah, relatively shortly after WandaVision. Yeah. And in the distance in that has shown how great WandaVision was, well, this is just trying to...
Plus, like, Secret Invasion and that really took it out of me.
Oh, that weren't no secret. It took it out of me too, and that wasn't a secret.
So hopefully... it gets us back on the right track.
Ready. I think this is the first under Marvel television one. Yeah.
I'm really excited for Daredevil. But that's a thing for next year.
2020, 65.
Hey. Maybe we'll be recording that shortly. Yeah. But anyway, so I'll catch up on Agatha all along. Is there any big movies coming out this week? I mean, the Andrew Garfield, Florence Pugh on a carousel horse has been moved to New Year's Day. So that will be on my top list for next year.
2025. Movie number 1.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Chemistry, the movie.
If We Live in Time isn't number 1 on my list, I will eat my own socks.
Fair play.
Yeah.
We live in time with a cameo by Justin Timberlake in it.
I've still not watched In Time Again in years.
Maybe he's the third man.
Maybe he's the horse. He's been turned into a horse because he ran out of time.
God.
Is there anything big coming out next week?
I mean, not the Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim, War of the North, King of the North.
War of the North, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow of the North.
The
North Grove.
Must never be lost.
Even though it
was. Something that I did want to see. I mean, I don't know if it's a big A24 thing. Hugh Grant in a horror film.
Oh, that's...
Go through this door here. It's a matter of faith.
Yeah, the faith thing, because it was that was a trailer before Shaun the Dead.
Oh, wow. What a random, yeah.
So it was all horror movies. So it was that, Salem's Lot, and...
Smile 2. I'm seeing
Smile
that
2,
tomorrow.
that was a thing.
Double bill tomorrow of 1 and 2.
And I want to see Transformers 1, because that's...
We're really number 7. 8? What is it? Number 6?
No, he's back to 1, because it's a new timeline now. Fuck him.
But it's a 7.
Do you know what I like as well? That Chris Hemsworth didn't want to just, accumulate a fucking Peter Cullen impression, but then proceeds to do the best Peter Cullen impression I think I've ever seen.
It's Chris Hemsworth and who's Megatron?
Brian Tyree Henry. With Keegan-Michael Key as Bumblebee.
I mean, the poster's right in front of me. I'm just being lazy not to read it. But...
No, you just wanted to ask me to see if I knew. And Scarlett Johansson as Skid and Mudflaps. Mrs. Tron.
Mrs. Tron.
Starring Jared Leto. Sorry, I didn't mean to punch you in the shoulder. Do you have any?
Paddington 3 is tickets are available. When is it out? It's like 8th of November.
8th of November.
Paddington in Peru.
I will be saying that because
will there be room for
Paddington 1 and 2 are two of the best films ever made.
They're getting a re-release in cinema.
That's what we're doing, guys. Be ready. Instead of fuck the spum, we're going to hijack it and Mike's going to talk about Paddington.
Gladiator, I think, is mid-November.
Because they're re-releasing Gladiator 1,
I think that's
not long to go.
Week. Yeah, Gladiator 1 I think is out. If you want.
I bought Gladiator on 4K.
So did I.
Gladiator and Jaws, 2 for £20.
Good double deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good double deal.
It is.
Trump. Venom 3.
Venom.
October 25th, so next Friday.
Is it?
So 2 episodes time.
Mike, get ready for more spum with the spum chums.
Till death do they part.
It's definitely Tom Hardy's last one.
Oh, it is, yes.
Yeah.
2 post-credit scenes, hour and 35 minute
Venom's
runtime.
last one.
Hour and 35 minute runtime without the credits. 2 scenes. They apparently add 20 minutes onto the... So basically one of them's going to be fuck off really long. It's going to be the killing of the Sony universe and then he's going to be in the...
Well, apparently it's like...
I don't know.
Like Noel,
that's what I read today.
Like Noel is killing off... Not Noel Gallagher, but like Noel is like... Kills off their universe and they have to go to the MCU for help.
And maybe be
Eddie,
we are linked to Battle World. Maybe be linked to Battle World, I don't know.
Well, do you know what it is? It's one more episode of me doing my Venom impression. Us talking about how shit the spum is. But if one of the post-credit scenes has Michael Morbius or Madam Web in it, it's instantly
and Michael Keaton.
It's instantly a 10
It's
out
got
of 10.
something to do with Tom Hardy, I think.
It's got something to do with the MCU, I think.
It's got something to do with Kevin Feige, I think.
They're all in Kevin Feige hats.
Yes.
And then the film just ends. Then I will stand
with Kevin from
if we're there together. I will stand up and clap if that happens. Bravo! Again, play it again.
I concur.
But until then, Connor, where can they find us?
Nerdbiblecontact, gmail.com, X, Facebook, Instagram, all that live stuff. You know, you guys on your phones, you know it better than I do these days. Rate, comment, subscribe. Back to the Future 2 is out in cinema. 35th anniversary. When is that out? The 21st of October. And the 26th. If you want to see Back to the Future 2, maybe let us know in the thoughts down below in the comments. Let us know your seat numbers. Maybe we can sit with you.
Yeah. Or we can sit on your laps.
See, that's VIP.
That is the VIP. That's a Patreon fucking stretch goal.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you next week.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Goodbye.